Hello and welcome back. So today I'm excited to show you one of the products that the Koin Club kindly sent to me. I had to wait until I had a haircut to be able to do this video because I get told enough that I look like Harry Potter, so I didn't need to be doing that with my lockdown long hair. That would just attract even more comments. But yes, I am aware some people believe I have a resemblance to Harry Potter. There are worse people to look like. I'd rather have his money than his looks, but there we go. But so this is an official coin collection featuring characters from Harry Potter. I've done my swatching up as well because I am not the biggest Harry Potter fan going, so I recognise more, but on the first glance of this, looking through, I recognise more actors than I did characters, but we're going to have a look. So this is how it presents. We've got a whole bunch of these awesome silver plated coins and then a couple of special ones to round it all off. So we're going to just have a look at them all first. Obviously first one has to be main character himself, Harry Potter. So the interesting thing about these, they feature the crest of the house that the character is in. So Harry Potter is a Gryffindor. I am reliably informed. But there we go. Cool bit of colouring on the coin as well, which I think helps make the design pop. But I love the inscription of the little house symbols as well. Very, very cool. The obverse shows the denomination, so it's a 2021 Cook Island 25 cents. Interestingly as well, appears on New Mister as well as an official coin, so this can be ticked off on my New Mister profile as well, which I thought was really, really cool. But these are silver plated. I forget what the actual metal inside was. It might say on the back. It doesn't say on the back, so I'm not quite sure what the inside metal is, but to me the design of the coin is always what's most important to me. I'm never going to cut my coins in half and find out what's in the inside part of it, but as long as they're cool designs, that's what matters to me. Next up we have got Ron Weasley, Harry Potter's best mate. And again, this, look, it does, it says Griffin there, it's the start of Gryffindor, so they should be the same emblems because they're the same team, aren't they? Same house even. There we go. See, he knows his onions. He knows how to investigate his onions, research his onions. No, it's a very cool little coin. Next up, we've got Hermione, who again bearing the same crest because all three of these were in the same team, the same house, weren't they? Very, very cool. We've got the names of the characters on it as well, and the names underneath the, as you can see. Sort of focus on Ron Weasley. Got the names there, which makes it a lot easier for people like me to be able to identify and say who we've got in our hands here. But no, again, very cool. 25 cents. Lovely little coin. Next up, he wasn't in a house, was he? Little Dobby, the little house elf. I always want to say gremlin, but he's not a gremlin, is he? So I think this is just the Hogwarts Crest off to the side here. But no. Cute little character. Creeps me out as a kid, I must admit. I think I've seen the films once or twice each. Once in the cinema each, and then once because I made an agreement that for every Star Wars film that we watched, I would watch a Harry Potter film. So yes, that's part of my agreement, and I stuck to it. Next up, we have got Luna Lovegood. I think it was in later films, if memory serves. But a bit of a kooky character. What's her little house then? Ravenclaw. Oh, they're the clever people, aren't they? The Gryffindors are the brave ones, right? But no. Again, a nice bit of colouring on it. What is that she's got in her hand? It's some sort of magazine. Dubler? I don't know. This is getting a bit too much into the lore for my broad strokes knowledge. Next up, we've got. He's going to be one of the most popular villains in cinema, isn't he? Part of the Slytherin house team. Is it house team or just house? More research required. Malfoy, right? Draco Malfoy, to be specific. But no, cool character. A character that's a lovable villain, I guess. But no, very, very cool. So that is half the first page done. Next up, we've got Michael Gambon's Dumbledore. Again with a school insignia rather than a house insignia. Well, I wonder what house he would have been in then when he was there as a student. Don't know. But again, very cool. Next up we've got McGonagall, Minerva. Professor McGonagall, isn't it? She's the one that turns into a cat. A cute little tortoiseshell cat. And she's got the Hogwarts crest there. Was she not like in charge of Gryffindor? Or am I making that up? They all have their like head of the, not the teams, head of house, I guess. I'm sure she was. I could be wrong. Probably am wrong. Who knows? It's been a while since I saw the films. Next up we've got Hagrid. Some interesting behind the scenes footage of how they filmed him, because obviously Robbie Coltrane not as tall as the character, so yeah, some interesting suits and prosthetics used for the shots where he needs to be stood next to characters, which I thought was kind of neat. There we go. See, a little bit of in-depth trivia for you. Then we have the fantastic Alan Rickman as Severus Snape. Was he a baddie? Was he a goodie? Who knows? Not me, that's for sure. It got far too complicated by the end of the film. In fact, I have a very vivid memory of going to see the first half of the last film in the cinema with my mother. Neither of us are massive Harry Potter fans, and it's all about capturing and destroying those little Horcruxes. And it gets towards the end of the film where they've got that necklace, and they stab the necklace and it explodes, and it's all joy because they've destroyed another one. And he turns to his friend and says, "Well, that's 3 down, only 6 to go," or whatever it was. My mother turned to me and said, "If we've got to watch him hunt down another 6 films, I'm leaving now." Not realising, obviously, that film would be split over 2 halves, but yeah. Presiding memory. But no, still going. Then we've got the wonderful Helena Bonham Carter, who plays kooky characters in every film I've ever seen her in, as Bellatrix Lestrange. She's Slytherin. Oh, then Snape was just the Hogwarts symbol, as was Hagrid. Interesting. Well, she's a baddie, so she belongs in the little Slytherin team, right? I almost drowned watching Harry Potter once as well. I forget which one it was. I can't remember. It wasn't the last 2, but it might be the one that preceded them. They went through a little underground subway, and one of those demented things flies out of the wall. And I was drinking Coca-Cola at the time, and it flew out, made me jump, and I started choking on Coca-Cola. So yeah, I almost drowned watching Harry Potter. So there we go. But no, again, really cool. And then the last of these smaller denominations, we've got Ralph Fiennes as Lord Voldemort, and he's showing a Slytherin as well, the evil villain who doesn't frequent rhinoplasty. No, he looks kind of snakish, doesn't he, as well? Well, there we go. They are the small denominations. We're moving on to the big ones. We're going to zoom out a little bit to get a good look at this. So this is the Hogwarts Crest with all the different teams. There was no Hufflepuffs, were there? Was there? I could be wrong, but I don't think there was. Not represented. Poor team. I don't know any characters that were from that team though, so I don't know. But no, it's a cool crest. It's a big weighty coin with a very large striking design. And if we flip it over, we can see that it's a 50 cents. Again, these are all legal tender out in the Cook Islands. Obviously, you're not going to spend them. They are designed for collecting rather than for actually circulating. Much like we get non-circulating commemorative £2 coins or 50p's, I guess, is a comparison straw. But no, it's a little bit thicker. And it is much weightier. But no, very cool. Which brings us on to the last. Whoops, can't get it back in the next holster. Crash bang wallop. I'm not holding it the right angle, that's probably why. There we go. It's in. Finishing us off with the gold-plated golden snitch. So a very clever choice of the coin to be gold-plated, and a nice way of making it stand out as well, I think. So this is their like wizard football competition where they fly around and catch all the balls and hit the balls at people, and it's very violent. Is again what I recall. Again, it's 50 cents. This is gold plated rather than the others, which are all silver plated. But it does really make it stand out, and it's a lovely one. I actually was invited to take part in a live TikTok video with the very kind people over at Koin Club. to showcase a whole bunch of these sets that they sent me. And for sake of transparency, these have been sent free to me. It was not expected that I would make a video on this, but I thought these are cool sets and I wanted to make a video on it, and I had to somewhat invite the whole Christopher collects looks like Harry Potter. Now that I've got my hair cut, I feel less vulnerable to those sort of comments. But I also noticed if we take them out, you've got obviously the little image behind him, which looks pretty cool. So onto specifications then. So these are the smaller silver plated ones, the characters. As we know, Cook Islands, 25 cents, 2021. It's 8 grams, plated in 999 silver, with a proof-like finish. The Hogwarts Crest, that was the large silver plated one. Again, as we know, slightly higher weight, 999 silver. Again, proof-like finish, 50 cents. And then the last one is the Golden Snitch, issued by the Cook Islands, again 50 cents also, 18.5 grams, plated in 24 karat gold. So the weight is not saying that that's 18.5 grams of solid 24 karat gold. My goodness, would that be valuable if it was, but no, plated in it, which there we go. And not intended to use for a toy. This item is for collectible. It is a collectible and is for display purposes only. Do not give this to a child of any age. There we go, wise words here. So don't play with them. If you buy them, do what you want with them. If you want to play with them, play with them. If you want to act out your favourite scene of Harry Potter with them, go for it. Why not? That's a video I want to see. But the links will be down in the description. If you've liked this set, you can click the link down in the description and go and have a look and make your own purchase. I believe they're also available as a sort of a part work. You can buy coin by coin by coin by coin, building up to finish off your whole collection. But I think it's a really neat set. I've got 2 other sets that they've kindly sent, and one on its way, which I'm super excited to get my hands on and show you. But let me know down in the comments what your favourite one is. I think my favourite one is a toss-up between Helen Rickman and Helena Bonham Carter. I think I would probably lean towards Helena Bonham Carter. I just remember the character being absolutely doolally and being quite drawn to it as a character, but no. Very, very cool. So plenty more awesome stuff to come from the Koin Club, and again these last ones, the big chunky prize pieces of these collections, I guess. Very cool. But let me know down in the comments what you think. I'd be interested to know, do you look like a character from Harry Potter? I would love to know what character people say that you look like, and if you look like Little Dobby, you have my commiserations. I'd much rather look like Harry Potter than that little gremlin elf thing. But as ever, all that leaves me to do now is thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.